I look tired.
I came up, changed up. Sucker, get it out the room.
Welcome back to my channel. It's Tony back here with another video, And if you didn't know, well, now you know, because I'm back. I'm a mother.
Bitch, I'm a mother! No drama!
I'm excited as a new mother. Right now, I don't know what to do. Like, I've been sitting here for like an hour and a half waiting on my son to wake up. I don't know what to do with my life if I'm not taking care of him at this point. Yesterday, he was a little fussy. Last night, and I called my sister this morning. She's telling me, because you're not letting him sleep. But the doctors told me that if he's not waking up 2 to 3 hours, to eat, wake him up. So I've been doing that. And last night was just a really fussy night. And she said, that's why you keep waking him up to eat. And I'm just like, well, I was doing what the doctors was telling me. I didn't know. Like, I want to make sure he's eating. And they're like, well, he's going to wake up when he's ready to eat. So, boom. So I was in labor basically from the time that I got there at it was like, I got to the hospital on the 6th around 4. It was like 3:45. And when I got there and they checked my cervix and everything, they told me I was about 3 centimeters dilated. So at that point, I was, they let me know I was losing fluid, of course. That's why I ended up going up to the hospital anyway. And, the lady could only find like 1 pouch of fluid, and it only had like 1 point something amount of fluid in it. So I had to stay overnight, and I was basically in labor for 23 hours. My labor wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty calm until they gave me that Pitocin. And the reason they gave me that Pitocin was, this nurse came in and checked my cervix and said I was 7 centimeters dilated. And then another nurse came in after the shift change or whatever, I guess. And she checked and said I was 6. So I was still 6 when the lady said I was 7. And so they're like, since you're still, stagnant with the 6 centimeters, we're going to give you this Pitocin, increase them contractions, push it right along, so that, because I was losing fluid consistently. Like, my water actually broke at 5 centimeters, and that was around, I want to say, check some receipts so I'm not giving false information. 8 a.m. on the 7th. And from then, it was like the contractions were still, they were calm. Like, I don't have period cramps or anything like that. So I was just basically feeling what most women feel every month. And it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like how people say, once your water breaks, them contractions are going to hurt. I was calm. It did not get painful until I got the Pitocin. And once I got that Pitocin, I kid y'all not, the next contraction or the next few contractions I had, hunty, I was like, get this baby out of me. Those contractions were terrible. And I kid y'all not, I had told the doctor, I told my doctor, I told all the nurses, I do not want the epidural. I told my doula, I don't want the epidural. Do not offer the epidural. If y'all offer the epidural, I'm gonna say no. And I would say about 6, it was like I got to 9 centimeters and I was asked for the epidural. But okay, so let me back up. A little bit after or a little bit before they gave me the Pitocin, I wanted to get some rest and I really couldn't. And so I asked them, yeah, it had to be between the time they gave me the Pitocin. I asked them to give me the alternative, which is the fentanyl, or however you say it. And they gave me that one time, and I got my rest in. And once I woke up, I still felt the contractions. They just weren't as bad. And it basically stopped making my back hurt, because that's what was hurting. The contractions weren't even hurting. It was my back that was hurting. I couldn't get comfortable. No matter how I laid, I tried every position possible. I put pillows everywhere up under me, like I just couldn't get comfortable. So that's why I asked for the fentanyl, so that I can get some rest. 'Cause I was up from yesterday, basically the whole labor. I got a little rest when nighttime came, but barely, because I was barely getting rest, period. Like, I'll wake up all the time to either I had to pee, or I just couldn't sleep, or I wasn't, too tired or anything. So I got to 9 centimeters, 9.5 really, if you really want to get technical, and I asked for that epidural, and I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, I am so tired of this. Like, I've been in labor for 23 hours. Now it's time to, kind of try to start pushing. And I'm just so tired. I pushed like probably, 1 or 2 times, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, this is not it. Give me the epidural. Everybody's like, it's too late, it's too late. And I'm just like, no, it's not. Y'all can come give me the epidural right now while y'all waiting on me to have another contraction. And they're like, no.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
That I wanted to stand up and squat to give birth, but I honestly feel like, since I did not have my doctor there that was supposed to be there to deliver my baby, my birth plan did not go exactly how I wanted it to. Now, I did get in the shower during part of my labor to, soothe the contractions, relax my muscles a little bit. That helped. I think sitting in a pool would probably be better, but since I was already losing so much fluid before, they wouldn't let me. I got to bounce on the ball and, basically do different things to try to ease the contractions or push the labor along. And then they got the squatting bar for me to use, and I couldn't even squat. Like, that's what pissed me off, because at the time I'm ready to push, I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to get on this squatting bar, and they didn't let me squat. They were like, you can't deliver standing up. And I'm just like, they told me, my doctor told me, a lot of people told me, my nurse, my doula, everybody told me that I could. And now that it came down to it, they're saying I can't. But that's probably because, like, when I told y'all I asked for the epidural, and it was because I went to the restroom, I got up off the toilet, and I could not stand up straight. When I tell y'all that's how painful that was, I could not stand up straight for nothing. But the point of the squatting bar, I was going to lean over it how I was leaning over anyway. So I wasn't thinking, like, I couldn't do it because I couldn't stand up straight. Like, I wasn't going to stand up straight anyway to deliver. Like, I was supposed to squat anyway and lean over the squatting bar. But, so I ended up basically delivering on my back, which I feel like is what made it harder for me. Because even when I think of it like this. They say push like you're shitting, or like you're taking a dump. When you're taking a dump, you're in the squatting position, kinda. You're sitting down, literally sitting down how I'm sitting down. So if I'm sitting like this trying to take a shit, it's gonna be harder for your shit to come out, because it's just like gravity is not there to help you. And that's what kind of pissed me off. I started getting pissed off, and towards the end, that's when I got kind of mean, and I was just like, give me the epidural, and they wouldn't give it to me, so that pissed me off too. Everybody told me I can't get the epidural when I could, because I was pushing for 50 minutes. But long story short, my baby came out at 7:33, and he's a beautiful baby. He came out eyes wide open, not even crying. And it kind of scared me a little bit because, you know, when babies don't come out crying, there's a problem, or like they say that there's a problem or something like that. Like, so I was kind of getting scared, but I have all the faith in God, and his eyes were wide open. So once I seen that, I was just like, oh, my beautiful baby, he's not gonna be a crybaby. Little did I know. No, he's not a crybaby, but he's crying now. My baby is finally up. Calm you down, baby. Yeah. um. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Let me get his clothes on at least. So yeah, I went natural. He was 7 pounds, 6 freaking ounces. I was hoping. Say a big baby. I was hoping my baby was about maybe 6 pounds, 5 and some ounces. But he came out 7 pounds, 6 ounces, almost 8 pound baby. But very healthy, very alert. I guess y'all can see him. His face is red. I just wiped it. So here's my beautiful baby. Say hi, Hassen. He said, I'm ready to eat. Fuck y'all. No, he waved. Aww. Say bye. Mommy wasn't even going to show you to the world. But they get to see you one time. One freaking time. Say one time when you're ready to eat. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah, get ready for this journey of motherhood with me. See y'all in the next video.
Nigga, when you fucked up, cut off all ties, duck off, nigga, run it up. When you feeling like it's you against the world, fucked up, better. When you think shitting on you, you been shitting on you. Coming out the house, see the feds on the corner. Fighting murder cases, gotta pay for a lawyer, gotta. Can't even be for the nigga when you fucked up, cut off all ties, duck off, nigga, run it up. Young nigga, I ain't really know much. I ain't know about chess, but I knew if that pine get across, he gon' grow up. To be a bad